and how it was rejected by the king, okay, and how did the nation state concept was raised among the peoples, right? So about that we discuss it now. So now let us will see the making of Germany and Italy. So unification of Italy and Germany. So how did the Germans become a nation state, and how did the Italy become a nation state? So in the year 1848, after 1848, the nationalism in Europe moved away from its association with democracy and revolution. So after 1848, what happened in Europe? You know, the nationalism was away from the association of democracy and nationalism. So the revolution peoples and the liberal peoples were unsucceeded to start the nation state concept among their countries, okay, among their countries. So now what happened? The nation building process came in the hands of the conservatives. The conservatives decided to establish the nation state in these two countries, right? Two countries. So after that, what happened? See, but the nationalist feelings were widespread among the middle class Germany. The nationalist feelings were widespread among the middle class peoples in Germany. So who were the middle classes? You know, so basically they were educated elites like professors, they are teachers, they are business persons. They had a knowledge about the nationalism. So this was the national feelings was widespread among the Germanian peoples after 1848, because after 1848 what happened? See, the nationalism in Europe moved away from the democracy and revolution. It process, or the nation building process came in the hands of the conservative peoples in Europe. So after that, what happened? Now let us see. The nation building process was repressed by the combined force. Okay, combined force. See, the nation building process was repressed by the combined force of Prussia. Which were the combined force of the Prussia? First, the monarchs. Okay, means aristocracies or the kings, military, and that too were supported by the Junkers. So who were the Junkers? The Junkers were the large landowners of Prussia. Okay, large landowners of Prussia. This is the most important question for your annual exam. One mark question they may ask. So who were the Junkers? The Junkers were a large landowners of Prussia. So these three combined forces were repressed the nation building process in entire Europe, right? Entire Europe. So that process was now came in the hands of conservatives. The conservatives were decided to start or establish the nation state in Europe countries. Okay, Europe countries. So see, the chief minister of Prussia. So chief minister of Prussia, Otto von Bismarck. Okay, who was the chief minister of Prussia after 1848? Otto von Bismarck was the architect of this process. Okay, was the architect of this process. So here also one important question: who was the architect of the German unification? Otto von Bismarck. Okay, we called Otto von Bismarck was the architect of the German unification. So during those process, the Otto von Bismarck was the chief minister of Prussia. Okay, so now this nation building process went in the hands of the chief minister Otto von Bismarck. See, Bismarck was the architect of the process carried out with the help of the Prussian army and bureaucracy. How he was led this process? With the help of Prussian army and with help of the bureaucracy. So he led this process in Germany. Okay, Germany. After that, what happened? See, 3 wars were happened in 7 years with Austria, Denmark, and France. So the Otto von Bismarck had been fought with 3 countries for 7 years. Which were these 3 countries? Austria, Denmark and France. This result was, so this war was ended with the victory of Prussia. Okay, victory of Prussia. So in this long war, this 7 years long war, who won that war? The Prussia. Okay, the Prussia war won that result, or this war was ended with the victory of Prussia. So in the month of January 1871, the Prussian King William I was proclaimed as the German Emperor. So ultimately what happened? In the year 1871, the Prussian King, the William I, was proclaimed as the Emperor of the Germany. So this is about the unification of Germany. Right. So once again you see, so how did the unification of Germany was started? So after 1848 what happened? See, the nationalism in Europe moved away from the democracy and revolution. Later it was led by the conservative peoples and discussed about the unification of Germany. So in Germany we had learned about the Germany unification. See, like Germany, the Italy too had the history of political fragmentation. So how did the German country had its own history? In the same way, the Italy had also its political fragmentations, right? See, during the middle of the 19th century, the Italy was divided into 7 states. Out of the 7, which one is Sardinia? Okay, Piedmont was ruled by an Italian princely house. Okay, so during the early 19th century, the Italy had divided into 7 states. Among that 7 states, only the Sardinia and Piedmont was ruled by the Italian princely states. So how did the Italy was divided? Now let us see. See, in the northern part of the Italy was ruled by the Habsburg Empire, and the central part of the Italy was under the control of Pope, and the southern part of the Italy was under the control of the Bourbon families, or the Bourbon dynasty means, which was controlled under the Spain country and Austria and Popes. So in this way, the Italy had divided into 7 states. Among that 7 states, one was under the control of Italian princely state or princely house. So even the Italian language had not acquired one common form during those years. So Italian language also, it had not acquired a common form. How the German language had acquired a common form amongst the Germany peoples, the Italian language, it did not had or acquired a common form of the language among the Italian peoples, right? So see, during the 1830s, the Joseph Mazzini took the initiative for unify the Italian Republic. Okay, Italian Republic. So in this crucial condition, the Joseph Mazzini took the initiative for the united the Italian Republic in 1830s. Okay, so here this is most important question for your board exam. So who took the initiative of the unitary of the Italian Republic? The Joseph Mazzini, right? Joseph Mazzini, in which year? 1830s. And also the Joseph Mazzini had also formed a secret society called the Young Italy. Okay, Young Italy. When he was in exile, that time he formed the Young Italy. Okay, so Young Italy, it was held to the Joseph Mazzini to unify the entire Italy country, right? Italian states in a unitary. Okay, in a unitary. So now listen. The Sardinia Piedmont under its ruler King Victor Emmanuel II took the responsibility to unify the Italian state. But in the Sardinia and Piedmont region, who took the initiative to form the Italian state? The Victor Emmanuel II. Okay, Victor Emmanuel II. Now he had taken the responsibility to unify the Italian states in Sardinia and Piedmont. Okay, Sardinia and Piedmont. But what happened? In Chief Minister Cavour, who led the movement to unify the regions of Italy. Okay, so inside the Italy, these two peoples took the initiative to form the unify the Italian state, but neighbor of the Italian states, or see the regions of the Italian states took under the control of the Chief Minister Cavour. He had led the movement to unify the regions of Italy. Okay, Italy. So through the tactful diplomatic alliance with France by Cavour. So how he had succeeded in the different regions of the Italy, he had a signed, or he had an agreement with the France country. With the help of the France country, the Cavour, he defeated the Austria in the year 1859. Okay, 1859. So now you see the Sardinia-Piedmont succeeded in defeating of Austria in the year 1859. So this was the first major victory in the unification of Italy. Okay, with the help of the France, the Chief Minister Cavour defeated the Austria in the year 1859. Okay, 1859. Later, see, apart from the regular troops, a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Joseph Garibaldi joined the war. So later what happened? Except a part of the Italian military, the volunteers who were joined in the war with the leadership of Joseph Mazzini, who was the Italian general and who was the nationalist of Italy in the year and the early 19th century. So in 1861 he drove out the Spanish rule with the help of the local peasants. So the Garibaldi was succeeded to drive out of the Spanish with the local peasants in the Spanish country. So after that, in the year 1861, the Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed as the king of the Italy. Okay, so later the Emmanuel II in the year 1860 he proclaimed the king of the Italy. Hope you understand about the unification of Italy. So how the unification of Italy was started? It was started by the Joseph Mazzini, and later it was led